Thank y'all so much for joining us if you're watching this live. It is Friday of Labor Day weekend here in the United States. If you're outside of the United States, it's just probably a Friday, or if you're over in Australia, it's midnight, so it's technically Saturday. I think I've covered the globe of time zones now. We are so excited that you decided to join us. My name is Kim Hollinshead. I am here in Central Texas. If you don't know me, I'm a very, very proud Texan, seventh generation. Thank you very much. My family was here when Texas was Mexico, as well as when Texas was its own country. There is your history lesson for the day. I am joined by my friend Taylor. She is over in Arizona. We have yet to meet, but I feel like I know her very well. You know, those people that you just randomly run into that you just connect immediately and you just love them and adore them and think they're fantastic. So Taylor and I both have very busy lives. I kid you not, I probably, if I had had time, would have done something different with my hair, but here we are. I have been on back-to-back Zooms all morning talking with the community of people here at Trinot. So if you don't know why you were invited to this is Trinot. So Trinot is a very loosely slang French word for change life and change life rapidly. That is exactly what we do. We have all partnered with Trinot. I've been here for a little over 3 years because I fell in love with the products. The product that brought me here is a product called Glow. In February of 2022, I had COVID. And as a result of that, in March and April, I started noticing that my hair was thinning around the temples. My hairdresser decided to tell me I also had thinning hair at the back of my head, which I didn't know. Thanks so much. I was also having a lot of menopausal symptoms, achy joints when I woke up. I mean, I'm 57. So whatever, 57 minus 3, I'm not good at math. 54. I was 54. Oh my gosh. My life was not falling apart, but my life was not as healthy and I didn't feel as good as I could. This collagen absolutely 100% changed my life. Within 4 to 6 weeks, I was noticing baby hairs popping up all over my head. I was like, oh my gosh. And I had been using a collagen. I had been using that white powder that comes in a tub that Jennifer Aniston was selling all over the place when collagen was such a big thing. And I had never noticed results. I was using it. I spent a lot of money on it because I thought I just needed to use it. I kept thinking hair, skin, and nails. And then my hair is falling out. What? It's supposed to help with my hair, and you're telling me it's falling out? Ugh. So anyway, I was so excited to be introduced to our Glow collagen. It's a bovine collagen. We also have a newer one that also is a marine collagen. It is best bioavailability on the market. Y'all, these products, again, are life-changing. Taylor is a nurse practitioner PA. Tell me,
Yeah.
physician's assistant. I've
Yeah.
never been in the medical field, so these terms are very different for me. I spent 25 years in corporate America recruiting software engineers. Medical terms are foreign. So tell them a little bit about you. What I do know, and I will share, and her little boy Jack is beside her. She is a mom of two IVF babies. So she has had a lot going on. If you know anything about IVF, Taylor, tell them what brought you to Trinot and how you fit this in as a business.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. And also, I'll just say this before I start and talk about myself. The feeling is so mutual, just that like that direct connection, that immediate connection. I was like, I like this girl. We're gonna be friends. So I can't wait to meet you in Vegas in a month. I'm so excited. Um, Yes, thank you. Thanks for sharing space with me today. So, as Kim said, I'm Taylor. I'm a family medicine PA by trade, and I started in this industry about 2.5 years ago. I had my first IVF baby boy, and he was kind of tough. He was a booby baby. He didn't take a bottle, he didn't take a pacifier, he didn't sleep for anyone else but mom. And so, my mom was at home syringe feeding my son while I was working and taking care of other people's family. And I was just not okay. I was like, this is not how it's meant to be. I need to be home with my baby. He needs me. I had like crippling anxiety when I was at work, knowing that he was screaming and crying, knowing that it was hard on my mom. And so I just had to find another way. And so I dove into this industry at that time with a different company. However, I fell in love with Trinot for so many different reasons. And I'm just so, so grateful. And so I'll just share first and foremost kind of what Trinot and what this space in this industry has done for me in my life. But it's allowed me to be part-time PA where I am working in the office 1.5 days a week and otherwise home with my children They are crazy busy, right? I've got a 3-year-old and now 11-month-old as of yesterday. He's almost 1. I can't even believe it. And so I've gotten to be with them and not miss the moments. I didn't, not asking for permission to be a mom. My kids are sick, I'm home with them. My kids need me, I'm home with them. I've also gotten to travel the world for free. I've gone on an all expenses paid cruise. I've gone to Riviera Maya, Paris. We're going to Punta Mita in January, right? Like there's so many perks. It's just so amazing. And then not only that, but I started in this space when I was only 7 months postpartum. And I didn't know it then, but I needed the community. And the community here at Trinot is unlike anything I've ever been a part of. It is so unique, it's genuine, it's empowering, it's positive, it's uplifting, and it is just so much fun. And I'm just so grateful. And then I'll say this as far as what kind of like really drew me in specifically to Trinot and specifically to this community and this team here that we have and that we've built and the culture that we have here is first and foremost, I started here in this space with all of our amazing products. Gosh, I'm trying to think how many months postpartum was I? I was 7 months postpartum again with my second. And I was like hanging on to so much weight, so much postpartum weight. I could not let it go. If you've had multiple babies, you know that it just gets harder and harder the older you get, right? And also with IVF, I have so much exposure to hormones and all the things. And so I was just like latching on to weight. And so the products that I fell in love with immediately was Activate and Transform. And they have totally changed my life. So these products are amazing because our Activate is going to activate your GLP-1. We as human beings, we have a natural GLP-1 in our gut as we age that depletes, okay? And if you've heard of semaglutide, Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, like they're all the popular shots on the market, right? Everyone's using them and they are so impactful. But the injection isn't for everybody, right? It comes with side effects. It comes with adding a synthetic GLP-1 to your body. You remove that, you're most likely going to gain that weight back, right? And so what's really unique about our Activate is it's going to activate our natural GLP-1 in our gut, and it's going to help quiet the food noise. It's going to help curb your cravings. It's going to help you stay full longer. It's also going to help you not be able to store fat because it's going to activate your AMPK pathway as well. And this is going to partner with our Transform, which is a capsule that you take. And Transform is going to help convert your sugar to fiber. And why this matters is because when our metabolism is going and when we're burning things off for energy, our body actually usually targets our sugar and our carbs first to burn that off. What this is going to do, because it's converting our excess sugar to fiber, now our body's going to go and burn our fat for fuel. So you're not storing fat and you're burning fat for fuel. What's going to happen? Your pounds are going to drop off, right? And so it's so amazing. It also helps decrease your cortisol hormone. Mom of 2, crazy busy. Like I need that. Okay. I need my stress hormone to come down and take it down a notch. So these two work so beautifully together and are just so empowering and so powerful. I also have, so I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. That's why I've had to do IVF to get pregnant, if that resonates with anyone, but I don't ovulate, okay? Got to do that to get pregnant. But it's also, there's a metabolic piece to PCOS and it's, really intense sugar cravings and really difficult. Like I have been like this. I have like the people who wear their high school clothing as in like in their 30s, 40s, 50s. I'm like, I'm not you. Like I have 7 different like seasons of clothing because I'm skinny one day and I'm overweight the next. Like I just like, it just resonates. And so anyways, this has allowed me, I've now dropped, gosh, how many pounds down am I right now? Just in being really consistent with my products in the last 6 weeks, I'm down 12 pounds. Okay. And it's quieted the food noise so much. I feel so much better, so much energy, and it's just totally changed my life. So it has just given me a lot of like empowerment in like around the food, right? Like I have felt kind of like a slave to food where I just like crave it. You put a pack of Oreos in front of me, I'm going to eat the whole dang thing. And so those 2 products alone have been a game changer. And then if it's okay, I'm going to talk about my 3rd favorite product too. Mojo. Okay, Mojo is our nootropic coffee. Yes, I already chugged mine this morning and I am like, woo, so excited. I am like if I drink caffeine or have anything caffeinated, it typically makes me super anxious. Okay. I get like the jitters. I get like that kind of like, I don't like how I feel. It gives me like palpitations and I don't like it. Mojo is going to be like a slow release caffeine. So you're going to get mental clarity. You're going to help increase your focus, but you're not going to have that anxious energy. And it is so empowering and so nice to have that as a mom. Like I'm up all night long with my kids right now. They don't want to sleep. But I'm like, I have so much energy and my eyes feel wide awake and wide open, but I don't feel like, anxious and anxiety. So it is so good. And then on top of that, it also curbs your cravings. Okay. So it's so amazing to start your day. And then I'll just piggyback off of you, Kim. Glow Collagen. Okay. My hair is so long and full right now. I like usually if it hits here, I have to chop it because it gets like really mousy and thin. This is the longest my hair has ever been. I get compliments all the time. I'm 11 months postpartum. Okay. Your hair falls out when you're postpartum. My hair is like so full. I'm so grateful. And it also has helped me so much. I had really, really bad carpal tunnel when I was pregnant. And it has helped me so much with my joints and that carpal tunnel, that nerve pain, the numbness, the tingling, all of the things. So that was a little bit of a mouthful, but I just can't say enough good things about the products that I've just totally fallen in love with. And there's more, but I'll leave you with that as far as the products that I love, and just kind of how this industry has just totally molded and shaped my life in so many ways.
There is absolutely 100% more. If y'all are scrolling through, you might see a friend of mine. Her name's Angie, and she is driving. She's watching the road though, but she is driving in her Jeep. And that's just one of the benefits that has happened when we've partnered with Trinot.
Yeah.
They give us a Jeep stipend. Mine is sitting right there. It is a Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara, all white, push button roof. Y'all, I didn't even know that I needed a Jeep. Now, some of us are like, oh my gosh, I wanted a Jeep all my life. Like, I have no idea. Okay. This is kind of fun. We've beaten it up a little bit. It needs a bigger lift, and the Jeep community is a whole another ball game. So not only do they give us a Jeep stipend, which I've had my Jeep stipend, a $500 Jeep stipend since May of 2023. So they are paying for my Jeep every month. It's pretty incredible. In fact, here we can also partner with our spouses, our significant other. And so we can have two accounts. And I know a lot of people that have two Jeeps or more because then they have kiddos that come into the business. Anyway, that's just one of the ways. We have bonuses, we have commissions. Every single product that we share and somebody purchases from us, we either make $7 or $10 depending on that product. That's pretty incredible. And then this is very different from any other company that I've worked for. And it's probably very different from companies that you may have worked for. I continue to make residual income every time somebody makes a purchase. So even if you are under me, under somebody under me, under somebody under them, that amount of group volume is rolling all the way up to me. Y'all, our commission and our bonus structure is unlike anything you've ever seen. And I think that's one of the most spectacular things when people come and take a look at our company and our compensation in comparison to other companies that they've worked with. They're like, wait, what? Wait, what? Like, this is way better than I've ever seen anywhere else. And if you think about it, most of us have grown up thinking we need to work for the man. We need to work for corporate America. And then sometimes people get into this mindset that I'm going to poo poo network marketing. It's one of those pyramid schemes. Let me tell you a little bit about corporate America. Where I was a recruiter in corporate America for 25 years, I would hire you. You would report to a manager who reported to a senior manager, who reported to vice president, who reported to a CFO, who reported to president. If you were ever going to get to the top of that corporate pyramid, it was luck. Sheer luck. It's rare that people start in corporate America and ever make it up to the top of their pyramid. Here, it's all game. You can make as much money as you want. You can bring in as many people as you want. There is no cap. And then there's this other thing called time freedom. So when you work for corporate America, you may get some vacation time, you may get some sick time. You also usually have to have that approved, and it might have to work into somebody else's schedule. What if you found something that you could do on your time? You make the rules, you make the time off, and then you can work from your phone. You can head to the beach today. You could be gone from your house all weekend long for the Labor Day weekend, working from your phone, making money, hanging out with your family and friends, and making it easy on you and making money Meanwhile, you're also taking products and you're feeling better. I mean, seriously. Real quickly, and I am not able to. Oh, there, we're right, really great on time. Taylor, are you able to pop up that slide that kind of shows them what this compensation looks like? So
Yeah.
you can look at a number on this compensation chart and go, how do I get to that number? And our compensation chart will show you how you can get to that number. Income is unlimited. It's crazy. In addition to these crazy Jeep bonuses and trip bonuses and going to places and hanging out with some really fun, cool people like us. I mean, maybe you think we're fun and cool. I think we're fun and cool. Can you show them the slide?
Absolutely. Can you see that right now?
Yes.
I don't
Isn't
know
that
how to.
wild? These numbers are crazy. Now you had been at another network marketing company. Was your compensation plan at all like this?
Heck no. So there was,
Yeah.
I was going to piggyback off of you when you started to talk about this, but I didn't want to interrupt. But I will say this, like something that is so unique about Trinot, like I typed it in the chat, but like I saw this comp plan and I was like, you cannot unsee this. You cannot unsee this. Like this is incredible because most network marketing companies, when you get started or when you're building in a network marketing space, there's a lot of question marks, right? Like it's, how much you're making is kind of dependent on a lot of variables, right? So it's like you might have a title, but it's like your range of your income could range from here to way the heck over here, depending on a lot of different variables. And so what's really unique to Trinot is one, you get paid infinity deep on that group sale volume, which is really, really impactful. And some of that language, if you're not, familiar with this space, may not make a ton of sense. And you can get back with the person who, you spoke to about this business. But for anyone who knows the language a little bit, that when you hear that, when I heard that, I was like, you said what? There's no breakoffs? Like that's craziness, right? And so having this monthly set base pay where with confidence, like you have bills to pay. Okay. You know how much it can like change your life if I'm getting an $8,500 check this month, no matter what, right? Like I'm going to do that and I'm going to hit those numbers and this is what's coming no matter what. It doesn't matter. There's not variables here. There's not variables there. Doesn't matter if so-and-so breaks off here. Like having that certainty is so, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know, but it's so impactful.
Yeah.
And so it's really incredible. And then there's so many different bonuses that are structured into our comp plan where it's like you just can make an extra 500 here, an extra 500 here. You can earn an extra $19,000 in your first 9 months. It's insane what Trinot sets us up for, and they just completely set you up for success. It's life-changing money. Like you will
Yeah.
not and cannot do this anywhere else. There's no other industry. There's no other way. And it's
Yeah.
so impactful.
Absolutely. And the thing is that sometimes if you're looking at this, you're like, I'm not good at sales. Do you want to be healthy? Just try the products. Just try the Mojo. Just try the Glow. Just try the Enrich. Try the Activate. Y'all, you will find that it becomes easy to share about these products. You're not selling. I mean, I know for sure I'm looking at getting a second blanket because somebody I know recommended one blanket and I love it. And now she's recommending another blanket. And she's not even making money off of that, but I trust her recommendations. So when you have something that you like, you just generally share about it and people ask you about it. So making this money is not necessarily a sales thing. The other part is that Trinot really, really cares about us as people. They know the economy's tough. They've put in a lot of these bonuses in the last 6 to 9 months because they know people are hurting economically and financially. The reason that they gave us a $500 bonus towards a Jeep is because they think, what if we could help them eliminate a car payment? Outside of a house mortgage, your car payment is generally the next most expensive thing in your budget. Were you going to say something else, Taylor, about that?
Not about that. I saw this slide of the
Yeah.
glow before and afters, and I wanted to pop it in here.
Oh, yes.
It's
Incredible.
too good not to share. Yeah, we talked, obviously about Glow early on. We talked about Glow throughout because Glow is just such an impactful product. But guys, This gentleman at the top left corner, he did nothing other than add glow to his daily regimen. He didn't change workouts. He didn't change what he was eating. He didn't add any other supplementation or anything. He just wanted to see what glow could do for him. And look at that muscle mass that he added on. And he like leaned out. It was just so impactful what it did for his muscle mass. It's going to help you with your bone health. It's going to help you with joint pain. It's going to help you with your connective tissue. It's going to help you obviously with your hair, skin, and nails. It has hyaluronic acid and biotin. Like, it is just so amazing. Our glow, it can help smooth the cellulite. I used to use a firming cream from my old company, and I never got results, you guys, never. And I could not get it to smooth out my cellulite. And I started taking glow actually for my hair, and I just realized I wasn't even taking it for cellulite. I realized, I was like, holy crap, the backs of my legs have not ever been this smooth since having children. And I'm like so shocked at that result. That was a really nice surprise for me, where I was like, oh my gosh, I honestly didn't really believe it. And look at this.
That's one of the things that we tell people when they start taking the products. We highly, highly, highly recommend that they take a before picture.
Yeah.
And specifically, I've told many of my customers, take a before picture. I don't want to see it. I don't need to see it. You don't need to post it anywhere, but just take a before picture, and then take another picture in a month or two and see the difference. And people are shocked every single time.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all, this, if something here has touched you or made you think, huh, I need to try the products, but I'm also kind of interested in the business, get back with the person that invited you. Y'all, they have stuff to share, and they really want to help you. We are all about helping people. Trinot's main mission is to help 1 billion, to positively impact 1 billion people for good within our first 30 years. And they actually keep track of that. We're in year, I can't remember if it's 12 or 13, and we've already impacted over, I think it's, the number is like 140 million people, but we're aiming for 1 billion. We still have a ways to go. So get back with the person that invited you to watch this, ask them for details, ask them to add you to our Look Good, Feel Good group. It's basically our review group where people are sharing testimonies like you've heard Taylor and I talk about. It's radically life-changing. You can use the search feature in that group, and you can search all kinds of terms. You will find somebody that has had an issue that you may have that has had a result with a Trinot product. It is wild. Is there anything else that you can tell folks, Miss Taylor? And then we're going to give them their Friday back.
Yeah, I guess I'll just end with this if it's okay. But I think that it's really important to remember that if you're on this call right now, or you're watching it back another time someone sent you the video, I just am a firm believer that it's not an accident. So if you're feeling like a little tug one way or the other, like, just lean into that, because I can tell you I was the world's greatest skeptic. I said no to this industry kind of rudely for a long time. Actually, not kind of rudely, very rudely. I thought I was above it. And I can wholeheartedly say it has completely changed my life so radically, and it's just been so impactful. And so lean into that nudge, lean into that pull, and it will absolutely change your life too. The world is truly your oyster here, and it is just so, so incredible.
We are so glad that y'all joined us. Taylor, thank you so much for co-hosting this with me. If you are watching it and you need a replay, ask the person that invited you for the replay, because, well, if you're watching this, you're already watching it, so you don't need the replay. But get with the person that invited you here. We're so excited to introduce you to Trinot. If you're going to be new, if you're going to be a customer, if you're going to be an associate, we are going to be the first ones to say welcome. Y'all have a great weekend. We will talk to you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.